and for Yamal to be given that at 17 years of age. United fans, he's coming home. He is coming. Bro, why do you need a side hustle? It's about back, guys. Football news. I told you guys, this is the only place that gives you global football news. I'm not an EPL merchant. I'm not a La Liga merchant. I'm not even I'm loving merchant. I'm a football freaking merchant. Check out the new shirt, Dragon Ball. This shirt was given to me by my Japanese amigos more. So this shirt is from Japan. So this shirt is not from English, an authentic Japanese shirt. So Odegaard gozaimasu for my Japanese brother Subalashi. Quick question. Mr. Popo, is Mr. Popo racist? For my anime fans out there, tell me in the comments below, because we're still undecided. Was Mr. Popo racist? Akira Toriyama, when he did Mr. Popo, was it racist or was it something of a misunderstanding of culture? Please talk to me about Mr. Popo. Is he racist or not? Please tell me. All right, let's hit it now. So let's get into that question, man. So Premier League new initiatives. So there have been 3 new initiatives suggested for the Premier League. And guys, if you listen to this sounds very much like NBA. Adam Silver lives. No, let's bring this. So, halftime interview with players or coaches. Dressing room broadcasts. Interesting. And interviews for players who have been subbed off. So, if you look at the NBA, so I think at the start of each quarter or either at the start of the third quarter, they interview the manager. And I think that as they play the interview with the manager, you actually see the game going on. And I think that they do that interview before. And NBA is great with dressing room cams. So they actually show you some footage of people in the dressing room before, I think after the game happens. Of these 3, now, I'll tell you an initiative that I'd actually want. I'll tell you that afterwards. But of these 3, I think dressing room broadcast would be really, really cool. That'll be interesting. But then again, how much can you show? Because obviously, there are players that do like tunnel cams, which are actually really interesting, of like tunnel cams before the game, halftime after the game. But the thing is that, bro, if I'm Pep, I don't want to reveal my secret secret sauce. No one wants to do that. Also, I'll be real with you. Haagen-Dazs. I want to see Haagen-Dazs' dressing room podcast because I want to know what Haagen-Dazs is telling Rashford and Maguire and all those guys to do. So that would be interesting. Halftime interview with player and coach. That could be interesting. With the players. Perhaps, maybe, but basically all this stuff I think is stuff that the NBA is doing. So it's like these. I think it's. For people who don't watch NBA, this would be new for Premier League fans, and I do think some of this would actually be pretty exciting in sense of access. But people who've watched the NBA since the 90s, like myself, I'm like, oh yeah, this stuff is old. They've been doing this stuff for ages. So as cool as all this stuff is, because I think the best out of these would be interviews for players who are subbed off. Why? So a player would be like, no, screw you. I think the most interesting one, dressing room broadcast, would be, I do like that. Those are interesting. And a halftime interview for coaches, yes. So while we have a halftime Twitter space, Maresca, change it up, bro. Change it up. What the hell are you doing? But in all these new initiatives, why isn't there not an initiative as to if a referee has a break performance, he either has to give an interview or a press conference, or a designated player gets a free hit on him. Choose. Either you explain your break decisions that made us lose the game and lose points, or one of our players is allowed 1 free hit on you. Bare knuckles. Choose. That, I think, would be an amazing initiative. Anthony Taylor, are you listening? Talk to me, man. And also as well, with all this stuff, Chefrin, are you listening? Please, can you take upon the NBA playoff initiative? So that's what I want you to use. Your break UCL thing, it's trash. It's ass cheeks, where there's no benefits of you finishing first. So please, so forget Premier League, UCL, which is what we're here for. Take upon the NBA playoff initiative of first against 8th, second against 7th. So there is actually an actual initiative, and there's actually a desire, and there's actually a reward of finishing first in this freaking UCL table. Come on, man. Bad news for Arsenal, man. Odegaard. So Odegaard was supposed to come back around this time. So they said beginning of October. But the guard of honor has a huge setback of injury back to December. So the question is, Arsenal, can you survive without your hugely, massively influential creative force that is the guard of honor up until December? Now keep it a stack. Arsenal have done pretty well without him. Saka, look at the stats. Getting those G's, getting those assists. So Saka has pretty much filled the void of your boy Odegaard in his absence. But to now go through the rest of October, through November, and December is huge. And in the midst of that, you face Jermaine's boys. You face Jermaine's boys. And I don't think you want to face Jermaine's boys without the guard of honor. Because Arsenal, you want to be at full strength. The only way you're taking us down is you be at full freaking strength. So, bro, get some freaking injection. Inject him with some Sconteriga. Because if he ain't ready for that match, guys, we are ready to take you on. We're ready to claim London for our own. But I think Arsenal have done so well so far, but it's a massive setback because now if you're City, you're like, fair is fair. We've lost Rodri for the whole season. You've really lost Odegaard up until December, and the reality is this is for football. Welcome to a football season. You have to deal with injuries. You have to deal with fatigue. You have to deal with suspensions. So it's unfortunate that it is such a crucial player, your captain, and I would say probably your most important player specifically offensively. But this is what you have to do. You have to have a plan Z, plan B, C, D, all the way to freaking Z. So this will now show how strong and resilient Arsenal are, their team spirit, their character. That's the key word. I told you there are three elements of winning a league: talent, mentality, and character. And this situation here is showing character. What can you do up against adversity? When you're up against a brick wall, when you reach difficult situations, do you have the character to get out of those situations? So Arteta, like, Arsenal players, stand up. Gabriel, Saliba, Rice, Trossard, Raya, all you boys stand up and be counted in Odegaard's absence. But that is unfortunate because I like watching amazing players. And so we lose as football fans because a really quality, amazing football player in Odegaard is out injured, which is unfortunate, but Chelsea. Lamine Yamal, he's been given the new number 10. Huge. 17 years old. He's already been given that iconic jersey. And I see, guys, I told you, I'm old school. When you're given the number 10 jersey, it is hugely important. It is a big, massive deal. Because that number 10 shirt, which was popularized by Pele, it means something. It means you're the guy. Number 7, number 5, they're all cool. One of the most iconic sports jerseys is the football number 10 jersey. Again, due to Pele. And for Yamal to be given that at 17 years of age, it's massive. And again, it just reinforces the fact that he is one of the faces of football. I'd argue he is the face of football. Again, I'm not going to even give him a nickname, but I argue this guy is the face of football. Let's get a bit darker, a little bit deep right now. I remember a tweet. Because I think, Yamal was coming through, Ballon coming through, all these other guys coming through, and I think even Ansu Fati as well. And this tweets, who knows? Spanish guy was like, man, this is not properly Spain. We're not like France, or we're not like Belgium. This is Spain. What are all these guys doing here? And I would love to know how my fellow amigos en España are going to react to Yamal being the face of Spain. Because last I checked, he ain't white. He ain't tan, he ain't Caucasian, and he ain't milk-faced. So how will they react to a dark-faced dude who both of his parents are from Africa? So both of his parents, ethnically, he's from the African continent. How would they react to that being the face of Spain? Is that something that they would accept? And how many people will push back against us? Remember, Spain is still a country that has a lot of racial issues and racism problems. So it could go one of two ways. This could so there's like a good way and like a bad way. The good way is this Yamal being the face of Spain, him going on to be one of the best players we've ever seen, changes racial views in Spain. And Spanish people are like, bro, look at what he's doing for Spain. Look at how he's pushing football forward, because there could be a strong case that Yamal could be a much bigger star than Iniesta, Xavi, or any Spanish player. Like Iniesta, I think one of the best midfielders of all time, but in terms of like a guy who can truly lead football, because Iniesta, you can say maybe Messi, Cristiano Tax never led football, but this guy could literally be the face of football and be the number one superstar on the planet. And that just puts a positive shining light on Spain. And maybe through that, Spain can have a lot of racial questions, a lot of racial soul searching, and that can actually change racial views. That's the good way. Now, here comes half-up. The bad way. If this happens, it just increases a lot more racism. And people fight back against it and say, no, we're not going to accept a black guy being the face of Spain. That's in Spain. He's not truly Spanish. And this goes against Spain. The face of Spain, the fabric of Spain must be somebody who looks like us racially. So this may actually increase racism and actually make people much more antagonistic towards it. And what I do fear is if people now become more antagonistic towards Yamal. So if Yamal has a bad game, if he just has like a poor game, people now take that their anger and racial anger towards him, crazy memes, all that abuse and all of those insults. How will Yamal, a young man, be able to now deal with all those insults and abuse? Remember, Spain is the same country that used to insult and abuse Piqué based on his views of Catalonia and also supporting the secession of Catalonia from Spain. So which way does it go? Does it go the good way? Does it go the bad way? I don't know. But all I'm saying, though, it's a great thing that your boy Yamal has been given the number 10 jersey. United fans is coming home. United fans, he's coming home. He is coming home. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer rejected Denmark. I was okay. Oh, that's my freaking story. So what? He rejected Denmark. Hold on. Because he's in talks over a head coach role. And the reports tell me, it is a major head coach role. Do the math. Häagen-Dazs is on his way out. United's main target, Simone Inzaghi, said, piss off, F you, I ain't going to have Bournemouth's Boychester to divide it, screw you. They maybe not be sure to want to give it to Ruud. It's the cliff. And the cliff wants to return United back to the fabric of their ways and back to the ways of Fergie. He may say, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer worked under Fergie, understands the United way, and was part of that United fabric. His first stint, let me support him. Let me give him the true support that he deserves. And people may argue, outside of Mourinho, Ole may have been the next best United manager. When you think of Van Gaal, you think of Ragnarok, you think of Häagen-Dazs, you think of Moyes, outside of Mourinho, when you look at what he did, Gollum may be the next dude. So I think that Gollum could be the next United manager. That's my hitch. Because what other role is Solskjaer going to take that is important enough for him to reject a pretty juicy role in rejecting Denmark, which is a chance to actually coach a team at a World Cup, which is an amazing rarity. So to reject a possibility of managing the World Cup, it must be a big-ass role. And the only thing I can think of is freaking United. So that's my call. My call is, I believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is returning back to United. And guys, we are good. In the words of my hero, my Catalonian bald brother, we will be there. We will be there. We will be there. So the Ballon d'Or winner will not be interviewed before the envelope is opened. So when the envelope is opened is when the Ballon d'Or winner will find out. So in previous years, which is stupid, the Ballon d'Or winner has found out that they've won the Ballon d'Or. Let me see. So they get interviewed before the envelope is opened. So I'm like, there's no suspense. Now, the Oscars are bricks when they give that bum-ass piece of crap, Crash, Best Picture, and they didn't give freaking Gladiator Best Director, which is freaking stupid. Man, and they gave that bum-ass Kim Basinger Best Actress over, I think it's Julianne Moore in Boogie Nights. Look, it is what it is. But the beauty of watching Oscars when it was actually proper, and also Shakespeare in Love winning over Saving Private Ryan, the beauty of watching the Oscars was, you didn't know who was going to win. Who's going to win? So as they open up the envelope, like, whoa. So that was the suspense. So the fact that they never had that, imagine if they had that during the Messi Cristiano era. So many people would tune in to be like, man, who's going to win? Especially if you keep everything silent, nothing is revealed, and the entire world only knows the winner when someone opens up the envelope. It's so crazy that never happened previously. Now, there have been many leaks that have said that Vinny is the winner. But we'll wait and see. But what would be crazy is if they open up that envelope and they say, the Ballon d'Or winner is Cole Jermaine Palmer. Would anybody argue with that? In terms of Dodd, Gid, duress, suffering, would anybody argue if Jermaine Palmer is a Ballon d'Or winner? That's what I'm saying. But look, Vinny should win. Vinny deserves to win. And it would be pretty crazy if Vinny goes all the way, shiny making suits, goes there and they announce someone else's name like Cole Jermaine Palmer. Or they say, you know what? Dowski, give us back that Papa John's pizza. Here's a Ballon d'Or. Carvajal, he successfully had surgery on his knee. Nasty, nasty, nasty. And which means that he's going to be back in the second half of 2025. So his season is done. His season is done. It's over. And it's a major blow. It is a major, 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 massive blow for Real Madrid, because this is what I've said this for some time. Real Madrid's, he might be the best right back in the world. People say, between him and Trent, no, he's better than Trent, because Carvajal does the two flex. Damn good defender, really gets busy on the 1v1 and also offers something moving forward. He scored in the freaking UCL final. So to lose that two flex, experience, leadership as well. You're losing three things. You're losing the experience, you're losing the quality, and you're losing the leadership as well. Massive, massive blow for Real Madrid. But it's Real Madrid. They will cope. You may play Odegaard out there, you may play Militao out there, but I think most likely it's going to be Lucas Vazquez, the utility man. But again, Real Madrid, are you sure you're happy with the Lucas Vazquez for that through the rest of this La Liga season and in the UCL, specifically when many quality left attackers will target Lucas Vazquez, which they couldn't under Carvajal. So it says that in January, are they going to go in for someone and say, yo, what's up? Remains to be seen. But let me really quick this, so we're trying to qualify for, Nations Cup, World Cup, and shout out to Kelechi Iheanacho. He's selling shirts. I don't know what to say. Like, people just say, oh, look, let him hustle. I've never known a footballer who has played at his level feeling the need for a side hustle. This reminds me of like Lucas Paqueta, where, bro, why do you need a side hustle? If you're a player of this level, the last thing you need to do is a side hustle. So, Iheanacho, are you just doing this just as a joke and everything? Or do you actually need the money, and is this an actual side hustle that you're pursuing? Please tell me. Whatever the case may be, you best make that damn World Cup. Okay, because we already lost to a freaking enclave. All I know, sell shirts, buy shirts, sell whatever you want. Sell Scontoriga, sell Salatatini. I don't give a damn. Just make sure that you are in that World Cup. Because if you're not at that World Cup, I told you, I'm applying for citizenship for the North Pole with my polar bear brothers. Like the video, guys, subscribe. And remember, guys, head to the website, halfoffootballhot.com. Remember, every single day, there is a player of the day vid on the homepage. Every single day. So check that out. Every single day, I'm always going to update it daily for that player of the day on the latest on the Football Hot website. And that's where you can contact me, rankings, bricks, all that beautiful stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow again for that Football News Daily.